I am the rocket man they talk about. I jump from star to star, I'll walk it out.
Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Shibby. Welcome back to my channel, and today we are playing and checking out Battlefield 4 and the new fall patch that recently came out to see what is different. One thing that you'll notice that I like quite a bit is how there's now kind of a revive timer that goes around when the guys are dead on the ground. That is one easy change that I think is great. So we'll let the gameplay go. I'm going to be using the Ace-23 on the Assault class, playing mostly as a medic and just kind of a slayer and team helper, team squad leader, all that kind of stuff. And today's topic, we're going to be talking about my YouTube journey. Just in case you guys didn't know, I think it's kind of an interesting topic. Some people like having commentaries how they started on YouTube, so I think I'll talk about mine. This video will have some decent length on it, and I want to also mention that we're using the Desert Eagle, or the Deagle 44, as our secondary, which is extremely strong. Although it did get nerfed, it's still pretty awesome to use. Alright, so let's talk YouTube. So a lot of guys, we might as well start with this. So the word shibby comes from the movie Dude, Where's My Car? That's one thing that Ashton Kutcher and Seann William Scott, those are the two particular actors in that movie, that is their kind of catchphrase, like, oh man, that party was so shibby last night, or hey, like, man, that girl's really hot, yeah, shibby. It just kind of a word or term that they would use as really anything. It kind of meant cool or awesome, or just like it was a great thing, something like that. So I thought that word was really neat, and at the time, we were picking between me and my high school or middle school friends whenever that movie came out. I think it was like 2000, which would be middle school for me. We were picking gamer names, and just like, I guess I'll be Shibby. We're just like a bunch of little noobs when we're young. So yeah, I think Shibby's cool. I'll use that. And then my friend Brian, he actually went with Zoltan, which is also from that movie. It's kind of like one of the leaders. I don't know, weird guy. Anyways, it worked out. And then 2142. It's not just a random selection of numbers. That is from the best Battlefield of all time in the franchise, Battlefield 2142. And that came out in October of 2006. So right around when I was starting high school at that point in 2007. Right now I am 26 years old, if you guys are wondering. So 2142, that's where Shibby 2142 comes from. That's the story of my YouTube name. I would have loved just to have youtube.com/Shibby, but it was already taken. Someone was kind of sitting on it, so I had to add some numbers. Like a lot of people added like their birthday year or something like that. And I thought, you know what, why not 2142? It works out well. So that's where the name comes from. And that kind of, I guess, begins the YouTube journey as we're selecting our YouTube name, which is kind of your brand. And I definitely think that's important to select a good name, not like XXX weed smoker porn is great. I mean, that might be cool when you're 12, but if you're actually gonna like commit to YouTube and try to do it for real, and eventually become partner and start monetizing your videos, stuff like that, and try to like gain revenue, that's probably not the best thing to have. You want to have something that will represent you properly and something that you can keep forever. That'd be really cool. Just have a channel that has some legacy that's been around for a while, and just something that you don't have to keep switching because, oh man, I think Nickelback is really cool right now, and that's what I want to go with. So I'm gonna be the Russian Nickelback Badger because I want to copy people. You don't want to do that. All right, so YouTube. My first YouTube video was of the #1 ranked guy in the world. His name was Kane. This was in 2142. And I had a strong feeling that he was an AFKer, and he also was cheating in some fashion. Now, a lot of people did not believe me. At the time, I think I was rank 50 or so in the world, and I was quite jelly of this guy being rank 1 when he would simply play all day and AFK. So the tactic used in 2142, if you guys were players of that game, was basically he was a commander on a Titan, and he would just sit there and he would get points as his team would get points, and if his team won, he'd get double points and just kind of do that every round. And since he was the highest ranked, he would always get commander when you apply for it at the start of the round. No one could contest him for it. So basically, he would just be AFKing and or scripting, so just having it pick commander for him. It's kind of a program or whatever he was running, and I wanted to prove it. I wanted to show that he was a fraud. Now, if you look for this video, it's not up because I put like copyright music in it, and just, things that you don't know when starting off, or at least I wish I would have known. So I might be able to find it at some other point in lifetime, but it's not there right now, but I can explain it. So what I did was I joined this guy's team. I went and prone pushed him. So he's up in this like vehicle. Think of it a vehicle. And I was able to push his body, push his character with my body when I was prone, just like little inch by inch by inch. It took probably 15 minutes to push him out into an area within this vehicle, the Titan, where the other team could get at him. And what I want to do, I want to knife him. I want to knife him and take his dog tag, just like in Battlefield today, where you get a dog tag from knifing people. And I want to show it, and be like, this guy is a fool, and here's the proof. So I ended up doing that. It took a while. I think I had 2 buddies help push him because it was quite a pain in the butt. And then I pushed his AFK body to a place in the vehicle, the Titan, where I could get him, switch teams, pod up onto the Titan, so get onto this vehicle, work my way into it, and then knife him, get the dog tag, and it was epic. Then he like respawned and did his thing. We could have kept doing it because he's AFK, and the round probably would have been at some point. But we did it. And I edited it down in Windows Movie Maker because that's just the only program I knew how to use at the time. And that was it. I uploaded it on YouTube and just kind of put it up there, Shibby2142. And at some point, it started getting some views. So I checked in maybe like a week later, had some views, and maybe like checked in a month later, had like 10,000 views, and then a month or 2 after that, I had like 30,000 views. I'm like, wait, what? People like watching like gaming content? I don't understand. Like I know there's like Machinima Respawn was really cool at the time, but that was like really young, and maybe like CNanners would be submitting videos, or Hutch, like really like OG stuff. So that video goes up. And then also at the time, in 2007, later after I was done playing 2142 for a little bit, it was mostly Battlefield and TF2, that was the start of my channel. TF2 came out in 2007 of October with the orange box. Started playing that, and I thought of myself pretty okay at Soldier. And someone's like, hey, Shibby, you should make a video. Like, you seem decent. Like, can you teach me how to play better? So this was another video that's no longer there anymore, very legacy. It was a round of, I think, PL Gold Rush or something like that. Maybe not. Anyways, I forget the map. I went 20-4 with the Soldier, playing on offense, so I wasn't just camping or anything like that. I had some nice juggling. This was way before people attempted air shots, so just pretty basic standard gameplay commentary. I did have some kind of crappy $20 Logitech mic. I don't know, I got stabbed. It just sucks. Anyways, really crappy setup, probably recording in like maybe not even 720p at that point. I don't even know if YouTube had HD. It was still like a 5-star rating. YouTube's changed quite a bit. So I put that up, and that got like, I don't know, 20,000 views or something in like 1 or 2 months. I'm like, people are actually watching this? Like, really? It's just kind of me playing a video game. I don't really understand like what's so interesting about it. And at that point, I'm like, well, maybe I'll keep making videos if people are gonna watch them. Just kind of fun, just as a hobby, not making videos all that often, not like a daily grind or anything like that. But from that point out, I would maybe do a video every month or every 2 weeks, something like that. Something that consistently engage an audience was important, not to just go dormant or just not be around for any point in time. Just always being there in some fashion. Not doing this as a job or anything like that yet. That is definitely the word to use. So from there, I was, I believe, starting college. I wasn't really doing this much in high school at all. That was kind of the end of those days. Started college, went to the University of Minnesota, and would do videos every now and then. This would be a mix of Battlefield Bad Company 2, Battlefield 2, Team Fortress 2, and maybe some Left 4 Dead here and there. Those were kind of my games at the time, but mostly Battlefield and Team Fortress. I was never a big Call of Duty fan, although I am interested to see if Advanced Warfare coming out soon will be bad or good. We'll see. Using those Titanfall mechanics by Sledgehammer, we shall see. So, yada yada yada. I ended up graduating from the University of Minnesota with a degree in biology, and then I had a minor in the history of medicine. So I'd definitely say going to school and graduating is definitely important, guys, just in case whatever your dreams of being, maybe like you want to be a pro gamer and you want to drop out of school and all that. That's tough, man. Just like when you're playing football in college, the 1% go to the NFL. And yeah. All right, let's turn to the gameplay here. So I see no one is in front of me. I see they're on the radar. And what we're going to do is abuse the outside of the map. One thing that they have changed is when you're outside the map, that does get quite a bit darker. So we're going to go out to the outside of the map. Can't really see that much, but we're trying to flank the enemy. Set up a nice little flank here. We then will turn back to the minimap and see, holy cow, there's a bunch of guys. We're going to re-enter, try to get back in the combat zone within this time. However, I poorly play it, try to spray. What I should have done there is reload and then take like 4 of those guys out. So it's just one little instance where just kind of thinking ahead and just did not play out perfectly for me. Anyways, graduate. And when you graduate college, you have a lot more time on your hands. So while I was looking for quote-unquote real jobs, I had a chance to go to Machinima to be on there for the Battlefield 3 launch, which was really cool. Got to meet Sean Anderson, Hutch, and Sark. And I was like, man, I really want to work at Machinima. So what I did was I was still making videos at that time, prior to that during the summer when after I graduated college. And I had a lot of time on my hands, and I ended up getting partnered by Machinima and was able to sustain myself through making videos. And I started making videos probably every other day or every week. And from there, I was following someone on Twitter from Machinima. His name was Optic J. He was looking for people to submit resumes, and I had a resume for like hospital stuff or med school. I modified it to fit the YouTube landscape and entertainment a bit more, submitted the resume, and then I ended up getting a Skype call maybe a week or two later, and he was like, hey, Shibs, how soon can you start? I'm like, wait, what? Like, it's 11 p.m. my time, and I was in Wisconsin at that point with my family. I'm like, you're kidding, right? You're joking. He's like, no, how soon? I'm like, 2 weeks? And then from there, I've been living in Los Angeles, California, working at Machinima. And right now, my primary job is running Machinima Realm. So if you guys like League of Legends content, hopefully you're a fan of Machinima Realm. I work with content creators to make videos, upload the videos, do the sales on the channel, do the social media, so all that. So that's a job right now. So that's kind of my YouTube story. I could elaborate on certain parts, but I hope you guys enjoyed. My name is Shibby. Thank you so much for watching this Battlefield 4 gameplay. I did pretty decent. Just fun. It's a great shooter. And I'm excited to see what the franchise does more in the future, and excited to see if Advanced Warfare will be crappy or maybe it'll be decent. We'll see. Thank you for watching. My name is Shibby. Hopefully I'll see you guys next time.